Hey guys, Anthony Ace Michaels is back for another special edition of the NBA playoffs, round two. Looking good so far for round one. There's still one series left to be determined. The only one we lost was that Milwaukee Bucks. I think if Lillard plays, it's a little bit closer. If they don't have Doc Rivers as a coach, they win it. But you can't win them all, right? I mean, we went 8-0 before. It looks like we're going to go 7-1. I do believe that the Warriors will win and beat Houston. In Houston, I know it doesn't look that way, but just when you think that the Warriors are out, you can't count them out. You got Jimmy Butler, you got Steph Curry, and what I ask myself is, what are the odds of the Houston Rockets beating the Golden State Warriors 3 games in a row? That's pretty tough. But we're going to do our best to go through these round 2 games. But let's just recap real quick. Round 1, the Nuggets did get the job done like we thought. I thought it would be a 6 or 7 game series. And it was that 7 games, and the Nuggets showed that they belong, and the Clippers are the team that we thought they are. They're always a team that people jump on. They seem to always be kind of favorite somehow. I know Kawhi's there. I know Harden's there. The guys are getting older each and every year. And they just couldn't get the job done yet again. But I did really like the Nuggets there. Timberwolves were kind of a no-brainer. In the last video, I had my Timberwolves jersey on. I didn't think the Lakers would be able to match up good here. A 4-1 series win is just what the doctor ordered, right? Hopefully everybody got that money in that underdog there. The Nuggets were a pick'em, so far we were looking good on the series. The Rockets and Warriors yet to be determined. And then, of course, the Thunder were going to win. I thought that the Grizzlies could steal one. They should have probably won one when they were up 30 in one of those games. They blew it. They didn't get the job done. The last game of the series, 117, 115. But, 4-0, we knew OKC was going. Cavaliers and Heat, I thought the Heat would play a little better. I didn't think there'd be a sweep. I thought they'd be a little more competitive. I was wrong on this one. I did have the Cavaliers winning this series, but looking for the Heat to win 1 or 2, which they really couldn't. The Pacers just showed that they're gritty and they belong. Last couple of years they've been right there. They did beat the Milwaukee Bucks in our only loss so far, but I do like what I see in the Pacers for this next round. I'll explain in a bit. The Knicks and Pistons, I do think the Pistons were pretty tough here. Tougher than I thought. I thought the Knicks would get the job done, which they did. But the Pistons could easily won this series. But Brunson, he just gets the calls, but he does make big shots too, so not knocking him. I did like the Magic winning 1 or 2 games against the Celtics, which they won 1. The Celtics are just too tough all around for the Magic to beat here. So next round, we're looking at the Celtics and the Knicks. I think this is a lopsided series. I just think that the Celtics are matched up a lot better. So a lot of their guys have been rested. Do expect Holiday back. Do expect full strength. I think it's going to be nearly impossible for the Knicks to beat the Celtics. Could they steal a couple games in New York? Yeah, they could. Could they steal one in Boston? Maybe. But overall, in a 7-game series, it's going to be too hard for one guy, a 6-foot guy. They're going to be on him, Brunson, and they're not going to let him do what he did in the previous series. So the other guys are going to have to step up, and I don't think that's possible against the Celtics. So I do think the Celtics will win this 4-1. Cavaliers and Pacers is another one that you got to really watch out for. I'm not sold on the Cavaliers just yet. They played a Miami Heat team that was just discombobulated. I do like the Pacers in this series. I didn't look at the series odds yet, but I would have to say they're pretty good considering the Cavaliers are the number 1 seed. I do like the matchup here. I like the matchup for the Bucks and the Cavaliers. If the Bucks were at full strength, then I like the matchup of the Pacers and the Cavaliers. I'm going to pick the Pacers to upset here in 7 games. maybe 6, but I do think this series is going to go pretty long, and I do like the Pacers in an upset win. And then on the other side, we have the Thunder and the Nuggets. Whew, this is tough. A lot of people are picking the Thunder big here. I do like the Denver Nuggets. Does the Thunder get the job done? I do think the Thunder get the job done in 6 or 7 games. But don't be surprised if the Nuggets could win this series. I just think they're a little slow for the Thunder play here. It's not a good matchup for the Nuggets. But, that being said, they are the Denver Nuggets. They have the best player in the world. And when other guys start coming around, Murray started coming around, starting hitting shots. Westbrook looked a little bit better. And all the guys, Porter needs to play a little better. They all need to play here to get the job done. I do like Gordon. He's my favorite player on the team. But, that being said, it's going to be a big task. I'm going to be having my Denver Nuggets jersey on, but I won't be putting any money on this series because I do think the Thunder could prevail. And then the Timberwolves are kind of waiting. My team, the one that I got to go all the way, yes, I said it. I like the Timberwolves here. I think Anthony Edwards, I think Randall was a key piece. Bench is playing good. Reed is, sixth man. Maybe not this year, but he's been in the past. Definitely a starter in my eyes. And, it's just one of those, everybody's playing pretty good on this team. They're clicking on all cylinders. They showed what they could do last year. They improved. And they're going to play a Warriors team, I think, that is going to have their hands full here. Could play a Rockets team. I do think whoever they do play, I think they do advance to the Western Conference Finals. I like Timberwolves a lot. I'm sold on them. A lot of my big bets are on them. So I'm going to kind of stick with them here. I had them at the beginning of the season, a team that I waited for. I waited kind of how, team goes on a little bit of a losing streak during the season. You get better odds. I just kept betting them throughout the season. And I do like it. We cashed in good on the Lakers here. They were underdogs, and they're going to probably be underdogs again here. And maybe a pick 'em. I know a lot of people like the Warriors here, but it'll be pretty close. I mean, if the Rockets win, I do think the Timberwolves will still be favorite to win this series. If the Warriors win, it'll be close because they got 2 great players on that team that could click at any time, and they're hard to beat in a 7-game series. I seen Steph Curry go into Sacramento just when everybody thought they were out, and they lost that lead, and he won that game. This is the same scenario. I do think Steph wins it. But yeah, I think it'll be very exciting if we could see the Thunder and the Timberwolves. I do think the Nuggets and Timberwolves would be pretty good too. That's that rematch in a Game 7 where the Nuggets blew a huge lead. So either way, and then the Pacers and the Celtics, I think, again, in another thriller. It's going to be pretty exciting. But let's cash those tickets in, guys. Keep on winning. Forget about the individual games, and let's bet these series. Let's keep on winning. We're looking to go 7 for 8 if the Warriors could get the job done here, and I do think they will. And I'm looking to go 3 or 4 wins in the next round to keep that positive momentum going, and let's stay in the green. And if you like one of these teams, maybe it's time to start looking for an NBA Finals. I like the conference champions. Right now you have 4 teams from each, so you could pick one from each and play them in a parlay. FanDuel does a really good job. They're very great odds. ESPN Bet has been very good. I've been putting bets on that. I've been staying away from DraftKings because their odds seem a lot lower on these future plays. If you're going to kind of look in, I would look into those 2 for these parlay bets. Let's start cashing in, guys, and go Minnesota.